Cameron, after getting to digest this past weekend and looking onward, how do you think your team's mindset is heading into the next weekend's games?
It's a long season. Those are just two games. It's a good team we lost to. It's a good learning lesson, especially early on in the season. So hopefully we can kind of learn from it and move on and get a couple wins this weekend.
That Toronto team, as they have been for a while, is a really strong team. And while you guys maybe didn't win those both games, seems like you had at least 3 or 4 solid periods. Are there a lot of learning lessons you can take from that kind of game early on in the season?
Yeah, 2 losses is never good, obviously, for a team's confidence. But I think if you can take anything, it's just that this is a good league, for some of these guys who haven't played in it. And if you don't show up every night, you can get embarrassed. And I think that's the biggest lesson, and that, you got to show up every night or else, things like that can happen.
Your pair with Sami Niku 2 games ago, left shot playing on his right side. He's a threat at this level, I'm sure, as you know, and he's kind of the modern-day defenseman with the puck-moving abilities and, just how dynamic he is. You've been around the league in a long time. How valuable is it to have, a puck carrier like that on your back end?
It's definitely nice. Obviously, when you're struggling for offense, it's nice to have a defenseman back there that can make plays and join the rush and kind of read the play like Sammy does. So obviously, they're a dime a dozen with him. So, whenever you're paired with him, you kind of just let him do his thing and kind of just stay there and wait for anything else.
What elements do you find that he brings to your power play, and do you kind of notice it when he's not on the ice and how things kind of change around a bit?
Yeah, definitely. I think Sammy does little subtle things that a fan might not see, whereas he's looking one way, shooting the other, or with his skating, he's got unbelievable edges and stuff like that, just being able to find shot lanes and, just smart plays that a lot of guys don't see necessarily. So I think he brings another element when he's in the lineup.
There's always kind of seems to be this rush on development with some guys where there's a good prospect and fans are kind of calling for them to be with the Jets right away and such. But I'm sure, as development's a slower game and such. What can you just say about how, promising Sammy has really been over this last little bit?
Yeah, I think everybody develops at a different pace. Some guys are quicker than others, and I don't think that time in the American League can hurt anybody, to be honest. I think, if anything, it kind of gives you a wake-up call to how pro lifestyle is, and hopefully when you do get the call and play in the NHL, you can kind of adjust to that lifestyle and know how to react to different situations that you've experienced in the minor leagues.